Dímelo, Bo Dominican York. Hey guys, coming at you with a retail cop off the Footlocker app. Quick story. I mean, the regular Jordan 3s, right? They got the black cement color blocking. But they got the green wherever the red was supposed to be. And I was really frustrated with this pair. I hit on the sneakers app. Actually, I didn't hit on the sneakers app. I hit on the Nike app. And they shipped them through Laser Ship. And Laser Ship has been giving me problems, man. Whenever Nike ships through FedEx or UPS, I'm good. As a matter of fact, I'm waiting on my cool gray 11s right now. They're going to be delayed one day, so I'm going to get them on the 24th, Wednesday, instead of Tuesday, the 23rd. But at least I'm getting updates. I'm getting updates on my cool grays, which I did hit on the shock drop. So I'm super happy about that. I've never owned cool grays. I've never bought a retail pair of Jordan 11s. Again, I was a cheapskate growing up. I'd buy cheap Air Forces, a lot of Timberlands on sale. You know what I mean? You go to Popular, you go to a lot of Asian owners in Yonkers, New York City, Washington Heights. I'd look for whatever was on sale, man. If they had a pair of Timbs that was like half price, for $100 or less. If they had a pair of Air Forces that were half price, $50 or less. You know what I mean? I would look for the sale, and that's what I would buy. You know what I mean? If it was a lot of trainers, a lot of Air Max, a lot of runners, you know what I'm saying? Last season, stuff that they just had like maybe my size left, maybe a size up or a size down in my size left. But anyway, I digress. So I hit on the Nike app. Then it's taken me 2 weeks and I still haven't received my pine green Jordan 3s. So I'm tripping. I'm causing a stink. I'm calling Laser Ship, and somebody else out there must be having this problem because it can't be just me. Laser Ship is awful, man. Awful. For me anyway. They haven't been the first, 6, 7 that I got from Sneakers app and Nike through them. But I prefer FedEx or UPS because I hit on the Nets Dunk, and that one came like a week late. I didn't think I was going to get that one, but I raised the stink, and then it came in a day or two later. These, I ended up having to get a refund from Nike. I had to call customer service because Laser Ship was saying that they're lost in shipment. They were lost in Charlotte. They've been in Charlotte since November 2nd and haven't moved. Yet people would tell me, like on November 3rd, November 4th, they were telling me, oh yeah, we're going to ship it. It's actually not in Charlotte anymore, but it just hasn't updated in the system. So, I was getting a runaround from Laser Ship and ended up having to call Nike, get my money back. So I get my money back, and don't you know, that night, I don't know what time it was, but later that night, probably sometime in the morning, I'm perusing the Footlocker app like I do. I peruse Footlocker, the foot sites, Footlocker, Foot Action, Champs, Hibbets, JD Sports, Finish Line. I don't really go to the others like Jimmy Jazz and DTLR. I really don't hit them up that much. Shoe Palace, Snipes, really don't hit them up that much. I do sometimes hit the European ones like Foot Patrol. Is it Depot Office or Office something? I forgot. I always forget the name of that one, but I know that there's a Foot Asylum and a couple of other European places. Louis Veroma, I've hit on theirs a couple times. Picked up stuff, I'll look at Feature, a couple other places, man. Obviously we get the notifications from Twitter, whether it be European or American. I'm always looking. I do cop a lot of retail shoes. The ones that I can. Obviously a lot of shoes you can't get to. But I do cop a lot of retail shoes, even though primarily I review, and I've been reviewing reps on my channel. But anyway, long story short, I ended up catching these on the Footlocker app, and they had them in my size. So literally, One day, after 2 weeks of struggling with laser ship, not getting my shoe, I have to call Nike, get a refund. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy that, I can't buy these shoes, even though they're not going for much over retail, but still, I would have paid 30, 40, 50 bucks over retail, right? Instead of the 190 plus shipping and whatever, 215 with tax and shipping. Anyway, I caught them on the Footlocker app, and then I caught another pair of the winterized 14s. And the reason I picked up another pair of winterized 14s was because when I hit on the winterized 14 on the sneakers app, I didn't realize I hit on a size 8. I really thought I was hitting my size. I didn't switch the size out. I had a women's 9.5, which relates to an 8, instead of the men's 9.5, which should have been a women's 11. So, because I be switching my account to a woman's account, I put female to see if I can hit more. And sometimes it feels like it works. But then it switches up, it changes up your sizing on the sneakers app. So, I don't know. I'm happy that I got to get these, and I got them retail off the Footlocker app. Last I checked yesterday or late last night, they do have 1 or 2 grade school sizes left. But again, I hit over a week and a half ago on these I picked them up on the Footlocker app over 10 days ago. I just haven't been able to make that many videos lately, so I haven't posted. And I picked up a lot of retail lately. Again, I picked up another pair of winterized 14s off Footlocker that night. These and the winterized 14s in my size 9.5. And then I also walked into a Finish Line, and it was the first time walking into a retail store in a long time and actually seeing a retro Jordan at the Durham Mall, South Point Mall. So I picked up a pair of winterized 14s there, and then shortly after I saw that my other 14s, I didn't have a double up because my other 14s were actually a size 8. So it was nice to see those 14s on the Footlocker app, and I scooped them up. And I almost was about to buy a third winterized 14, even though I know it's not a shoe. Listen, I'm not in it for the resale only. I really like the shoe, so I'm going to double, maybe even triple up. I tripled up on the Lightning 4s, and those were all resale. I paid anywhere from $240 to $280, and that was anywhere from 20 to 60 bucks over retail, which to me isn't bad. So I got 3 pairs of Lightning 4s. I finally wore my first pair last Wednesday, and I'm going to keep 2 on dead stock. I'm going to keep 2 dead stock. I'm going to keep wearing my 1 pair, even though I'm not going to be wearing it that much, because with as many kicks as I got, the rotation is deep. The rotation is deep, so I don't get to really wear the same shoe a lot. As a matter of fact, somebody at work just told me, yo, you haven't worn the same pair of shoes since I seen you coming to work, and it's been like a month. Literally, it's been a month, and I haven't worn the same shoe twice. Actually, my first week, I did wear the same shoe twice, and I wore them back to back, which is rare. I don't like to wear shoes. I do not like to wear my shoes back to back, because then they don't breathe, and they might get stinky and sweaty. But, you do them. And honestly, when I wore my Rep Travis Scott 1 highs, the OG, I wore those for a week and a half straight in New York City, man, and I didn't dog them. And it rained, and it rained, and it rained, and it was just a special time to be with my mom. So I wanted to wear something nice, and I wore those up, and I got nothing but compliments throughout New York City. You know what I mean? And I walked up and down, because that time I didn't want to drive up. I knew I was going to be heavy with emotions, so I didn't drive. Took the bus up, and then I flew back. Anyway, let's get these under black light to see what we got. What kind of nastiness? Because I know you guys have been hearing that these joints, the quality control is not good. You hear that, and you saw me rubbing the ash on these, but I've seen some of these, and look, you see some, could be glue, run over or glue, but who knows? Obviously the glue where the shoe meets the midsole. But look at that. That's some runoff of something, man. They were cleaning it, or the runoff of the glue. The air bubble glows. There it is again, man, on the front of that, that spillover. And again, I know you're not going to see guidelines on retails. At least I haven't. I know that I've seen some YouTubers say that they have seen guidelines on retails. A pair of Adidas, the gentleman that I was talking about. But I haven't. And look, there's some nastiness right there. Again, it's just some, and look, some discoloration or stuff right there. You never know what, man. You know what I mean? You never know what. And that's why I put the black light on retails, just to see what it is, man. Just to see what it is and what it got and what it do. Of course, nothing on the box. It ain't gonna be, man. Retail. And honestly, I've only bought one pair of Rep Jordan 3s. I bought the black cement from We Do Sneakers. The construction's good, but again, I'm not gonna keep buying 3s until they get this heel cup right. The Reps do not get the heel cups right. And even these aren't identical, but on the Reps, they be like all the way, they be twice as tall. The Reps, these heel cups are twice as tall, and it really makes it look bad. And the only reason I pulled the trigger on the cement 3s, the black cement 3s, was because on the GOAT pictures, the rear cup is actually as tall as the Reps. So I think that the Rep companies are taking old molds on new silhouettes. I mean, old molds on new colorways, right? They're taking old silhouettes on the new colorways, and it ain't working because you see that the new silhouettes, the new colorways have smaller heel cups. Another thing that I notice a lot on Reps, this does not come thin. It does not thin out towards the midsole. It does not thin out towards the midsole. It stays pretty much like this, where it's pretty much even. And that is a dead giveaway to me. You know what I mean? It's a dead giveaway to me. And the one I really want, I want the Armani 3. I'm gonna have to end up buying a resale pair for $500. They're $500-600 right now, and I'm gonna have to probably end up buying. I guess I'm gonna have to treat myself for Christmas, but I don't want to, man. I don't want to spend that kind of money on one shoe. I really don't like going over $300 on a shoe, and I really don't want to go over $400 on a shoe, if anything. I've done it before, and I may end up trading, selling some stuff, some of my doubles or triples. Definitely that size 8 winterized. Maybe I sell that and then, use that towards the Armani. But I wish I could find a Rep Armani that has this correct look. And even these two aren't identical. Check that out. They are not identical. So QC is not perfect, but it is thinner. You see how different they are? And you see how different the cement is, the elephant print? It's crazy. Crazy. I do get them in my natural size of 9.5. The cement paper, nothing else in the box, no dates, no stamps. And these are again from Footlocker. It does flip over. But yeah, I got them for retail. I didn't have to pay resale, and I wouldn't have paid resale on these. I mean, I would have paid $20 over. But then even with that, you got to pay freaking shipping and whatever other fees. So really, if you're paying $20 over, you're paying $50 over. It's ridiculous. But that bugged me out that this thins out thinner than the right shoe. So again, guys, if you know anybody out there, any reps out there that's got a really, really, really good Armani 3, That's what I want to get, man. And I want to get the freaking UNC 3s. I want those so bad. I want to get the Mocha 3s. Can't believe I've sold quite a few retail 3s this year. I've probably sold almost $8,000 worth of sneakers this year while I wasn't working, just to keep money floating and to keep me not having to put more money in sneakers, even though I have spent a fair share of money in sneakers this year. I was talking with my friends, and it is a 5-digit figure, which is, obviously nothing compared to a lot of your YouTubers that spend a lot, that's got that. But I don't know. For me, that doesn't like to, pay resale, and I don't know. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for hanging out and checking out the Retro 3 and listening to me vent and gab and tell you a little bit about me. But again, this is a retail cop of the Jordan 3 Pine Green. I lost my Nike app shoe, but then the next day got it on Footlocker, and boom. God is great. Que Dios te bendiga. Peace.